See, there's a story that it's fictitious, I believe, but I remember hearing it when I was very small. See, there's a kingdom, and the kingdom had a king. King had a daughter, and the daughter didn't know who to marry. And as she didn't know who to marry, the dad proposed something. And he's like, you know what? If you want to marry a very strong and someone who's gonna be a worthy enough husband, let's do a contest. Let's have the biggest, strongest tree. The forest is full of them, and let's have all the men go out and with their axe and chop down the tree. Whoever chops down the tree means they're the biggest, strongest man, and therefore he could help and protect and provide for you. So anyway, contest goes on, and then you see this lanky kid who's not very strong. And all of a sudden, before the day's over, he's the first one to chop the tree. They don't understand. They saw him sitting down. They saw him, resting as they thought. And then they bring him over, and they're like, how is it possible that I didn't see you working that hard? I mean, we saw this big guy just, trust me, I have a ranch, and I know what it is to cut trees, and it is, your hands, it's hard. It's really tough. But this guy, lanky, he got it done. So as he said, he's like, well, I will spend 4 hours hitting the tree and the other 4 hours sharpening my axe. 4 hours chopping the tree, 4 hours sharpening my axe. These big guys were hitting it with a blunt instrument, and they weren't getting it done. When you come here to the upper room, we're sharpening the axe, sharpening your mind, sharpening your heart, sharpening your will. That's why we come here. That's why we grow, because the battle is out there. And that's why we come here. This is practice, this is learning, this is training. Now I'm going to jump right into it. Now the title to today's sermon is Delayed Dreams. Now as we know, the character in the Bible, Joseph, he had a dream, but it was delayed. Why? Why is it? Why do we have all this unanswered questions? I mean, in Jeremiah it says, I have plans for you to prosper, right? Where are they? Why is it that the cool kid in school is not the one who has the most moral and principle values, and he's the popular, and he gets the pretty girl, and he gets away with all this stuff, and he hasn't been expelled? I do this, I get out of line just a little bit, and they're calling my attention right away. Why can't my dreams be fulfilled? Have you ever asked that question? Well, there's a lot of examples I could take from the Bible, but we're going to look at Joseph, because Joseph had a dream. Joseph, I'm not going to go into the story. Hopefully we all brought our Bibles, because that's why we come to church, to learn from it. But take it into perspective. Okay, Joseph, he has a dream. Yes, we know he got a colorful, coat from his father. Then his brothers don't like him. He gets sold. Approximately, they don't know for sure, but around 11 years, he's away from his family. He's sold. 11 years it takes him to actually kind of start getting his dreams fulfilled. 11 years? Are you kidding me? We have something in mind. We're like, oh, I want to buy this. I got to go to the store. And it takes us 3 days, and that's it. We're impatient. We're like, I can't believe it hasn't happened. I got a tire flat. My mom won't take me to the store. And we become super impatient, right? 11 years away from your family, away from your friends, away from everything you've known, and you had a dream, and it won't fulfill. Why? Why is it? Okay. Well, let's examine his life a little bit. This is found in Genesis 37. Anyone can open it, read it at home, study it for yourself. Because I studied it, and what I got from it, you may not agree, this is my opinion, but when I read Joseph, I'm going to say something, and I don't know how it's going to be taken. I think he was a jerk. I'm sorry. I said it. See, Joseph, growing up, his dad liked him. He was the favorite out of all the sons. So I think he was a little cocky. I'm going to go and say it. Why? Because the dad said, oh, Joseph shows leadership skills. And if you read carefully, how did he show leadership skills? By pointing out the mistakes that his brothers did. Oh, they're not working that well. See how I'm going to work? I'm going to do it better. He's like, wow, my son improves the work of his older brothers. Therefore, he must be a leader. That's not really cool. Why did he do that? Personal gain, perhaps? More advancement, more to be liked in his parents? I don't know. Okay, let's take it a step further. He's given a coat because of it. A colorful coat, right? Okay. The brothers don't like him already. Now, I wanted to wear a colorful coat today and, kind of put everything in perspective, but I'm like, I don't know. It's not going to give the true meaning because nowadays you can wear whatever you want. Colors might even be different. But I'm going to do something else. Now, in those times, having a coat meant wealth. You stand out from the rest, okay? Joseph basically took out his bling. Joseph had bling, all right? Oh, snap. So Joseph gets a bling from his dad, okay? He gets a bling from his dad. And when he's wearing this, he's like, yeah, I got the coat of colors. So what's up? So then he goes to his brothers, and his brothers are just like, wow, we put in the work. He tattletales on us, and he gets the coat. Now, on top of getting the coat, read the Bible. It's fascinating. Read the Bible. There it says the brothers are done with him. They can no longer speak in peace with Joseph. They're done. Right after that Bible verse, right after they say they're done, he has the audacity to say, oh yeah, by the way, I had this dream where y'all bow down to me. What? It just finished saying that Joseph is done. The brothers are done with him. And right after that, he says, oh, I have a dream, and I think it's going to be fulfilled. Now here's the thing. Why are your dreams not being fulfilled? I think it wasn't for Joseph at the time because he wasn't ready. And if I'm going to be honest, I keep it real when I'm up here, by the way. I don't sugarcoat things. I keep it real, and I say how it is. I don't think we're ready. Are we ready? Do you think you're ready? Do you have dreams that are not being fulfilled and you're like, I'm honestly ready. I have every inch of my life pretty much covered. Do you think you're ready? Okay, step 1. Get ready, okay? Step 1, get ready. Step 2, God's purposes are bigger than your dream. Remember that. God's purposes are bigger than your dream. He had a dream of his brothers getting bowed down. He had no idea that his purpose was going to be second in command of Egypt, of a whole entire country. He had no idea. Your plans are getting delayed and you wonder why? God's purpose for you is a lot bigger than your dreams. Why are they not getting fulfilled though? Okay, there's two sides. And when I'm up here, I'm always going to do two things, and it's called the flip side. The flip side is because there's always two sides of a story. Always two sides. One, this for a lot of people is having their dream fulfilled. See, if Joseph wasn't mature enough and he got his coat, for him, that was status. That was, wow, my brothers listen to me. My dad, loves me. I got this coat above my brothers. And people think they achieved the dream. They will never exceed those expectations. They will never get to fulfill their purpose because they're stuck in their dream. Okay, flip side. Flip side is, how many of us look at other people and think, wow, they don't have principles, they don't have morals, and they get the dream. And we focus on their bling bling. We focus on other people's bling bling, and we don't realize they're just going to stay with bling bling. He himself was sold to Potiphar, and Potiphar had everything. And Potiphar, there's a point in time where he has a dream, and he asks all of his servants, what does this dream mean? He has everything, and yet he can't answer a question. And this servant who has nothing, who doesn't have the bling bling, has the answers. Who do you want to be? You want to be someone with a bling and no answers, ignorant, and it just driving you crazy, asking, how do I get it in life? I have this doubt, I have this fear, I have all this stuff, but you can't answer it because you got the bling. Is that where you want to settle for? Okay, number 1, help me out. What was it? Get ready, guys. Get ready. All right, number 2. God's purpose is bigger than your dream. Okay? Honestly, I'm sorry. I can't preach with this. It makes you feel funny. Can't do it. This one's hard to take off, I'm not going to lie. I just pulled a hair. Okay, here we go. This is materialistic, guys. This is nothing. Number 3. How much time do I have? Wow, time flies. Number 3, perspective. If you really read this story, it's fascinating. Joseph is the culmination of Genesis. Did you know that creation, the whole entire creation of the universe, has 2 chapters in the Bible? Joseph has 13 in Genesis. So you're telling me God created the heavens and the earth, and he gives all his creation and 2 chapters, and Joseph has 13. Why? It's all about perspective. 3rd, perspective. See, when you read the Bible, it says, and Jacob, Joseph's father, which is Jacob, had a favor in him. And everything he touched, Joseph, it prospered. He gets sold as a slave. And working as a slave, everything he touched prospered. He goes to Potiphar's wife. Actually, his wife actually goes to him. He gets thrown in jail. We know this story. He goes thrown in jail, and read it. It's amazing. It repeats a phrase. In jail, they found favor in him, and they actually liked him in jail. Why? Because everything he touched prospered. What? I thought his dream was not fulfilled. I thought his dream was delayed. And yet everything, everywhere he goes, it prospered. It's all about perspective. You could be like, well, man, everything I do is wrong. I mean, he could have said it. Man, I'm a slave. Well, now I'm in jail. Now I'm out of jail. But every step of the way, God was with him, and he stayed positive. Why? There's a difference. There's a key factor. Because he did what was right. If he went as a slave and he didn't work as hard, and he didn't really care, and he forgot about his principles and his morals, and he just became another one, would he prosper? Nah. Would he have gone to jail? Maybe not. Doesn't matter. See, things are not guaranteed to go well in the process of your dreams being delayed. But they are guaranteed for you to be safe, for you everything you touch to go well. Doesn't mean your parents are not going to divorce. Doesn't mean, you're going to get the best grades in school. But you have to do your part. And once you do your part, God's purpose is going to take you there. Perspective. Stay positive. How many people have the same circumstances that you, probably worse? They stayed positive, and what? It pays off. Why? Because friends don't want to be near people who are not positive. Your family relationships are not going to get better if you're not positive. Happy, glappy. It's hard. Number 3, perspective. I mean, take this into consideration. People of Egypt, Moses, delivered them, right? Takes them out. Their perspective was not positive. They went 40 years in their desert. Their dream was so delayed, 40 years by 40 years. I think that's not like your flight has been delayed 15 minutes. And you're like, 15 minutes more? You got to be kidding me. 40 years is a big difference, okay? Why? They get out of Egypt, and what they say, man, I wish we were back in Egypt. At least we had, meat. So God, goes and feeds the whole people, and they're like, what is this? And they're complaining. Basically, this is what happens. It's not how long you wait. It's what you do while you're waiting. Dreams do get delayed. What you do with your waiting, it builds you. Character. Joseph didn't have that character. He didn't have any really qualities. He had potential. Do you know that, I love how in the Bible, there's nothing written just because. Everything has meaning. He gets lost. He can't find his brothers, and he goes to a stranger, and he's like, hey, I don't know where my brothers, they pasture. Where do they pasture? And why would they put that in the Bible? And the stranger's like, I know where your brothers is. Your brothers are over there. A stranger knew more than a shepherd. Now, just a little bit of history. That's not a good quality for a shepherd. If you get lost and you're a shepherd and you can't find your sheep and you don't know where you are, it's not the best quality. He needed to go through that, okay? 1. What was it? Get ready. Number 2. God's purpose is greater than your dream. Number 3. What? Perspective. Thank you. Perspective. Number 4, timing. Timing, it's everything. Now, I just mentioned a story. He was lost. He asked a stranger. What happens if he would have got there before? His brothers were plotting to what? To put him in a well. They were planning to do all this stuff. If he would have got that early, maybe that wouldn't happen. Maybe it would have been sold. Maybe the people weren't passing at that amount of time so he could be sold as a slave to Potiphar, right? Timing. Timing is everything. Know your timing. Know what to do, when to do it. Ask truly. Timing. God has timing. There's stuff you do not receive at the moment. Just know that God's timing is everything. And if you're going through a hardship, know that for 2 things. Am I going through the hardship because I put myself there? Or was it because I stood what was right? And if I'm going through a hardship, I know that will pay off. Another scenario. If you say no to going to a party, and everyone had fun, and they drank, and they partied, whatever. Well, man, they drank, but at least they had fun, and I'm here alone. I'm going through a hardship. I feel like I'm incarcerated in my house. I'm in jail. That little hardship that you're going through, trust me, it will pay off. The other guy is having fun, not so much. But the flip side of that, did you just say no to the party? You just say no to the party because that doesn't pay off. Just saying no to something doesn't pay off. You got to live it. Because I know plenty of people that come like, bro, I don't do heroin and cocaine. And why can't I get all the great things in life? Yeah? Do you watch pornography? Do you still cheat? Do you still lie? Do you still try to manipulate and try to get your way? Just because you say no to something doesn't mean that's good enough. See, Joseph, when he went, he said, no, I don't eat that food. No, I don't worship those things. He said no to his wife. It's amazing his response. He said, wow, the king Potiphar has entrusted me in everything. I get to use everything except you, except the wife. I have to say no to that. Wow, it's amazing. God gave us, we think that it's no to everything. No, he gave us plenty. We get to enjoy all of that. It's just the things that are going to harm us is no. Same thing with Adam and Eve, actually. Timing. What are you saying no to? Are you getting yourself ready? The fifth one is, if you want your dreams to actually be fulfilled, that's the fourth, sorry. Fourth, if you want your dreams to be fulfilled, you got to wake up. You got to wake up. Simple as that. There's a phrase, it's a Japanese proverb, it says, vision with no action is daydream. It's just, it's daydream, I wish. Vision with no action is daydream. But action with no vision, with not a dream behind it, now that's a nightmare. See, we have to have a vision. We have to know what we want, how to get there. But it has to be backed up by those four things. Guys, I'm telling you, sometimes I'm up here and I wish I could just magically just poof, get it in your head and you're like, they're going to be okay. They're going to be great. Because why? Because I know your guys' dream and you think it's because, I want to be a nurse, a doctor, a mechanic, this. That's not your dream. Don't kid yourself. That's just a goal. Your dream, and I know this for a fact, is not to be alone, is to feel loved, is to not be forgotten. Those are dreams. Those are realistic. Those are feeling. That's what we strive for. That's what we do, everything that we do. But if you're taking this into consideration of how to get there, I'm going to be loved, I'm not going to be alone, I'm going to be focused on this, your little coat of colors, you're going to be sold as a slave. And if you don't do it right, you'll stay there. You'll be sold as a slave and you'll be enslaved by social media, by selfies, by friends that will take you nowhere, by a complete foreign land and king that is ruling over you with nothing to gain. Zero. Because of this. But let me tell you, if you get ready, truly ready, if you understand that your dream, okay, I'm going to go there, God. If your purpose is greater than that because you have plans for me to prosper, then fine. And understand that sometimes you got to bend. Sometimes you got to be like, okay, Lord, it's your timing. It's your purpose. I'm just getting ready. What are you doing to receive that dream? You are impatient, unkind, unrealistic. I'm not saying you. I'm saying all of us, me included. I, however, understand the concept when I was young. I wanted to be a good man. Why? My dad's a good man. And I thought if I was half of the man he is, I would be all right in this life. That's the truth. And he's just super honorable. And I remember when I was a kid, I was like 7, I would step on an ant pile and let the ant pile, the ants climb up on me and bite me. Because I thought that, temperance and strength. I read it, my mom, I was homeschooled. And my mom read me a story of Napoleon, and he would put leeches, and he would not take out the leeches. He said that a good man has self-control, and he would not take it out. So I'm like, okay, if he did that with leeches, I don't know where leeches live, so let's go ahead and get in the ant pile. Well, I was hospitalized, but I wanted training so bad. I knew that to be a good husband, to be a good father, to be a good things, it counted with the little ones. And there's little times where I want to get frustrated. I'm like, no, because it's training. You never achieve it, though. Everything you do counts for that. This is a big mistake, and this is where Joseph floreció. So help me out there. He flourished. That's where he flourished, okay? He knew that those little things counted, and he developed himself with the king, with respect. If you want to pass a test, a lot of people want to pass a test. this is where we focus on the test. Okay, this is hide me now under the wing, cover me now without. They memorize this. Okay? If you really want to be good in life, know that it takes patience to study. A temperance to say no to playing versus studying. Knowing that it takes all these qualities, and then you don't become good in the test. You became a good student. You became a good person. And all of a sudden, all these things start flourishing, and you become second ruler of what? A kingdom? And then your brothers bow down. And when the brothers bowed down and he knew that his dream was fulfilled, he didn't say at all, ha ha, you remember this time? You remember this day where I told you were going to bow down to me? Told you. He didn't say that because he realized that his dream was now very small compared to the God's purpose for him. They bowed down. Now that all of a sudden that didn't matter to him. This didn't matter to him. They bowed down and he said, get up, my brothers. Come, let me feed you. Dine with me. I don't care that you sold me. Wow. He became the dream. Sharpen your axe today. The battle is out there every single moment. And we take it for granted. We're like, okay, fine, well, this and go to school. No, it's all training for that main goal. I want every single person in here for their dream to be fulfilled. I have dreams. I don't know which ones is a selfish dream. I actually have real dreams. I have yet to discover the coding on that, but God's going to lead me. And that's something I got to learn patience to be with. I have a friend, he always says, I'm still waiting for patience. So I'm still waiting for patience. Well, I'm like, bro, if you keep waiting for patience, it's going to get there. But according to how you wait is going to make the difference. Joseph. This sermon is entitled Delayed Dreams. Now, next Sabbath, I will be talking on dreams and disappointments. And then Pastor Carlos is going to talk about another one. It's just going to have a climax, so I don't want to spoil all the surprises in just one. But just know that if we get to study and read a little bit Joseph, there's 100 characters that we could get great lessons from. But Joseph, just in 13 lessons, 13 chapters, I got to understand a boy who was 17 years old. Like most of the ages here, he was 17 years old. He didn't get out of that predicament, that circumstance, till he was 28. Wow. It took him that long. 17, how long are you going to wait? Are you going to just willingly give yourselves to become a slave? I don't think we're all in the same boat as Joseph. I think we could actually jump the gun and say, you know what? I'm not going to step on my brother because that was lack of character, lack of judgment, lack of everything. I'm not going to flaunt my coat of arms and my bling because that's not the dream. Right? I'm actually going to prepare myself today. I'm going to humble myself. Let's pray.